Spider, 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 please these Misty's writers. Spider! So Young Thug, the GOAT, just announced that we are getting a new album very soon, days before Coachella. Thug's my GOAT. Always gonna be excited for a new Thug album. But it has to be good. It has to be good. And I knew we were gonna get a new Thug album this year. I just didn't expect it to be this early. Did not expect that one at all, but here we are. Now Coachella, Thug performs at Coachella on April 12th, and that is a Sunday. So I could see us possibly getting days before Coachella, April 10th, which is that Friday before the 12th, or maybe a week before, or something like that. But I assume by April 10th, we will have days before Coachella. Now, like I said, this has to be a good album. Like, there's no way around it. Thug's last couple projects really haven't been received well. So Much Fun was the last album that was generally received well by the public. Like, most people think the album's gas as fuck. You look at Punk, that's where the disconnect starts happening. Which I really don't understand Punk, because I think Punk's a great album. Granted, back in the day, I used to think that shit was like top 5 Thug. I was an idiot. But it's still a great album. But I do sort of see where the hate comes from. Because you gotta look at it like this. So Much Fun was number 1. Thug's biggest album. Still his biggest album. And it was a lot of people introduction to Thug as well. Made a lot of people Young Thug fans. And as the title says, it's a very fun album. Let's look at Punk. Punk is the very next album after So Much Fun. It's not a fun album. It's a lot more singing on there. We got some introspective songs. And of course, he does have a little bit more fun songs like Bubbly, and he got the shit with Doja Cat. But it really is a completely different album from So Much Fun. And also, the quality just doesn't match up to So Much Fun. So I really do feel like where the disconnect comes from is a lot of people were expecting another So Much Fun type album, but that's just is what we got. And then the next album being Business is Business. Now, I always give Thug slack here. I do think Business is Business is a good Thug album, but I really never critique it too much because Thug is in jail, right? This album dropped while he was behind bars. If he was free, we're probably never getting this out. This album is full of songs that were throwaways, songs that they had to finish with features, songs that would have never saw the light of day had he been free. So I really don't ever really count this one against Thug, you know what I'm saying? And then we get to Yui Skooey. By far the worst album I have mentioned. Yeah, it's not good, frankly. Let's keep it a stack here. And I feel like the base album is just solid. It's a solid album. There's some misses, some songs that are mid, but there's some highlights too. But what really made me consider this album good is when I heard the deluxe. Because bro, there's some all-timers on the deluxe. The deluxe is special, to be honest with you. You got Safe on there. That's generational. Rosetta Stone, which is one of my favorite Thug songs. Like, the deluxe is just special. So like the deluxe alone took this album from solid to good. But you really can't count that towards where current Thug is because the deluxe is not current Thug. You know what I'm saying? So Yui Skooey wasn't received well. Then also, it should have been a lot bigger than what it was. Because you gotta look at it like this. Thug just came off of Rico. All eyes was on him. He came off the biggest case in rap history. In Georgia history. Literally. So this album should have been momentum. All eyes were on him. And it just felt like at every turn, at every chance, he fumbled it. And as a Thug fan, I was just like so frustrated. I was like, what are we doing right here? Like, this really should have been the comeback albums of comeback albums. And I just feel like that's another reason why I was so frustrated with this project. Because it should have been so much more. But it just wasn't. It fell flat. It fell extremely flat. So fast forward to now. Current days before Coachella. This has to be good. There's no way around it. Thug is in combos that he's never been in. Current Thug. Because of Yui Skooey and I guess this recent run of albums. Like, it has to be good if Thug wants to change the narrative around him, if he wants to change the combos around him. So if I'm on Thug's team and Thug talking about days before Coachella, what we gotta do to make this album good, here's some of the things I feel like I would pitch at him. Number one, I feel like this album can't be 20 songs. Shouldn't. I think like 15. What was Huey Scooey? The Huey Scooey was 21. 20. I don't know. Something like that. We can't do that. Let's go for shorter. Days Before Coachella just sounds like a mixtape in general. So I feel like it will be shorter. So let's check that off, right? Number two, let's lean more towards the singing. Let's lean more towards the singing. I feel like with Huey Scooey, it was evident that he just isn't the same rapper he was. And that's fine. That's okay, you know? You go here, you come here. That's just the natural progression of a career. You at top of your game, you're going to come back down. And with someone like Thug, who was in prison for almost 2 years or maybe 2 years, it's expected that he still isn't all the way there yet. That he isn't into form like he once was. It's almost expected. So I'm not even tripping about that. But let's lean more so towards your strengths. And what were your strengths? Your voice. I feel like your voice still sounds good. I feel like the one thing I can say about Huey Scooey is the song that I enjoyed the most were the singing songs, were the vocal heavy songs. I look at something like Sad Spider. That was good. I look at something like Blaming Jesus. That was really, really good. Catch Me I'm Falling. That was good. Invest all the Mariah songs. Invest into You. We're going to get back to all that Mariah point. But Invest into You. That was good. Even the leaks. Spit in My Mouth. Birthday Boy. Birthday Boy is his best singing performance I've heard in a minute. Like, it's still very evident that he has a good voice. Maybe it's not as strong as it once was, but it's still good. So for Days Before Coachella, let's lean more into that. Let's focus more into that because that's where your strengths are currently. You can't flow like how you once used to. You're not as eccentric as you once were. That's fine. We maybe we'll get back there eventually. You still got to get in the lab a little bit. You still maybe a little rusty. Who knows? But right now, singing is the shit that you really good at. That you still got. So let's lean more so towards that. You know what I'm saying? Another thing. I feel like for the features, my hope would be, let's just go Mariah. If we got features, Mariah. Because the one thing I can confidently say, another thing I can confidently say, because I guess we're at two things I can confidently say. You and Mariah are a great duo. That is your best partner right now. So let's get a Mariah song on there. Shit, fuck it. Put Birthday Boy on streaming. Because a lot of the public still hasn't heard that beautiful song. Put Birthday Boy on streaming, my nigga. Let's do that. Maybe add another Mariah song. Boom. Perfect. I would also love to have the new YSL signings on there. Another Saint feature because Saint had the best feature on Huey Scooey. Teases. Diamond. Shit. If Skate Star signed or not, let's go ahead and get him on there too. Fuck it. Get another old way nigga. Get Peasy on there. You know what I'm saying? Let's lean more towards the youth. And I ain't gonna lie. With Huey Scooey Boys coming out, that's the Teases and Diamond shit. That's coming out the first week of March. I know Thug got a feature on there. I'm pretty sure because there's been a snippet going around. But I imagine that Teases and Diamond would be on Days Before Coachella. I hope Saint is on there again. Peasy and Skate Star, I don't know. And Peasy definitely seems far off just because he's not even signed. But Skate Star, who knows? He does have to co-sign. He is expected to go to YSL eventually. I would love that. And I have heard some of the newer snippets. I'm not gonna lie, they have sounded good.
I'm never gon' follow the trend. I showed up $1 million plus. And let a hotel me $1 million. No tripping, they gon' get a seat. We're driving a fish on land. They found that boy feet in the sand. That's just what he get for that plan. We serving dope. take care of the bitches and the folks. I keep it real for real. Ask God if I'm a player. Bitch. First of the day, I'm still getting it. That's time I hit figure about this shit. That's mama right now, they don't steal it. I'm rich now, I'm buying the deal. Man, fuck it, I ain't buying no building. Big holiday statue this guy. Ask niggas, they first time playing. What? We send their little ass to the sky. I know that this shit is complex to me. We build a new label, we ride. These niggas don't know what it means. What? They know they can start with God. Got this shit that we on making glass. Don't fuck with this, hoe, she got bad spot. This bitch wanna pull up on me, wanna fuck with no rubber. She said that she ran.
I got this strip on the chopper, yeah. Banana the chopper. Whoa. I put this dick on the rapper, proper. Fuck you imposters.
Now, the thing with that Pierre production one, I'm not sure if that one's new because it sounds old to me. I feel like that's pre-Rico Thug. Could be wrong. Who knows? I would love if I'm wrong. That would be very, very good for me as a Thug fan if I'm wrong. I would be very hyped about that. But regardless, I feel like what Thug should do is he should sprinkle in some of the old Thug on his new shit. Like, of course, put the new shit on there because, I mean, it's a new album. But maybe have like 3, 4, 2 songs of just the old shit. Maybe some shit you're not doing anymore, some shit that you're not showcasing anymore. Of just the old shit. Some shit that the true diehard fans would love. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the best of both worlds. I feel like you could really do that. And the thing with Thug, he has so many songs. Like, if he wanted to, this nigga could drop a whole tape of songs that we haven't heard. You know what I'm saying? So, he could do it. And he could do it well, too. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Days Before Coachella. I am hopeful for it. I think it'll be better than Yui Scooey. I do think that. Just because the snippets do sound good. And it does sound like he is getting more so back into form. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Yui Scooey was just him getting the reps up. He just had a... But now he got his shots. He know his green window. He ready to hoop. You know what I'm saying? So that's my hope. Days Before Coachella, I will be there. I'm excited for it because, I feel like no matter what, no matter where Thug is at, I'm going to always be excited for a Thug album. Of course, I'm always listening to it. But I'm going to just always be excited for a Thug album because that guy's my GOAT. Like, literally. Like, I feel like I know this. Without his music, I'll be a different person. Straight up, bro. So, like, I'm going to always support him. I may not like the projects. May think it's not where it used to be. But I'm always be there for his projects. I'm always check him out. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my guy. That's my GOAT, bro. You know what I'm saying? But Days Before Coachella. Hope it's a good one. I imagine as it gets closer, we'll get some more news about it. But that's all I got to say. Like, comment, subscribe. All the good shit. Love y'all niggas. Hey, we had 29 subs. Look at the 30. That's what I ask y'all niggas.